You're Near the Wild with Matt Becker and John Norris, recorded in Anchorage, Alaska. Hello, Matt Becker.
Hello, Ggreg, Chaille.
We're still waiting for John. But while we're waiting, I could take a picture of this setup. It's kind of funky what I did. I think I decided to do this because I had that arm that I bought that holds an iPad.
Oh, yeah.
And I was mad because I haven't been using it. It's hanging on the back of the door next to my robe. Two things I should probably use more: a robe when I get up in the morning, and the fucking arm that attaches to a desk or a flat surface. It's a rather ingenious thing. You kind of just bend it all around. But I was thinking, when we Skype to record the podcast, I'm always worried about something I'm doing coming through on the signal. And I don't have that much of a control over what the technology is. So I decided to go another route and use the iPad for the signal for the podcast. And then I can plunk around when John comes up with some weird thing, or you come up with some volcano. I can look it up, and I'm not worried about some ad coming in and ruining it.
You've made the perfect workstation is what you've done.
It's looking like it. I'm going to try to send it to you right now, which I can do because none of it has to do with the upload, the stream.
The Skype signal.
The Skype signal, correct.
That is amazing. You've taken Skype to a new level. Don't tell them.
I don't think so. I think I'm using like 1% of the Skype brain at this moment. So how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Landed, went pretty smoothly going to the airport, grabbed the car.
You left your home in Bisbee.
Mm-hmm. We fled, and the drive was perfect.
Yeah, you fled Bisbee to...
We went to Sierra Vista.
What was the draw in Sierra Vista?
And hit the Best Buy. I needed SD cards, and they were sold out everywhere we had been going. So I said, Best Buy, I'll have them. I went in. They had 3.
Wait, in the whole Best Buy, there were 3?
They had 3 that were reasonably priced. I mean, they had some that they were originally like $49 and they had them for $19.99. So I grabbed all 3 and I buy them, and they were 32 gig. Other than that, they were $79 for 16 gigs at Best Buy.
Yeah.
There's and I told you, this hit me in Anchorage and everywhere else. There's a shortage of SD cards around the world right now, I think.
That and bullets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Think about that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think, do guns take SD cards now? I don't know.
They're gonna. These are the guys who know. I think the $79 16 gigabyte SD card, that's like an advanced, like the data transfer is quicker or something. There's something about that because I've seen that as well. I'm like, who the fuck would pay that?
Well, that was the thing I thought was funny because originally when I got this camera, the Zoom camera, I was going to get it. Remember those Wi-Fi cards where you could send it?
A Wi-Fi card? What do you mean?
It has a Wi-Fi chip in it.
Like a PCMI.
And so you put the SD card in.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you didn't have to constantly take out your Wi-Fi card to load your pictures.
Yeah.
So I went, well, I'll just do that. And then I almost did that. And then I realized the camera actually does it already.
You know, Becker, you're like the most reluctant, like, tech guy. Because it doesn't seem, because you don't own a cell phone. You are out of your way to not be technical, but yet you still possess the skills of like SD cards and all that. If I try to talk to Doug about any of this stuff, Doug's on a computer all day long. If I try to talk to Doug about any of this stuff, he just glosses over. But I realize that about you with some of the stuff that you talk about is that you're the reluctant techno.
Well, it fascinates me because that's what I remember with like the Macs. I watched how the Macs just were so easy to use. And then when I jumped ship from Windows, it was like night and day. And all these people are trying to talk all this shit. What we have to do is redo your controller on your Windows, and then you just blank it out and then erase your hard drive. And I go, I just hit open and it works.
Actually,
so why would I do that?
I actually leave the Mac on all the time. I just open it when I want to get online. Yeah. I actually went to school for it's an A+ certification back way a long time ago to work on computers and to get a job in the tech industry, which I did for a while. And when I finally got onto a Mac, it was 3 years ago. And it was a hand-wringing thing. It took me about 2 years because I was really tired of all the crashing and things that were going on with the demands of editing on something that isn't a desktop computer. And when I finally did it, I was like, Jesus Christ, it took me so long to do this. What's the problem? And now Tom Konopka, who does not have a computer, he just got a fucking Twitter account like 8 months ago. We're gonna figure out a computer for him, and I was talking to Doug, and Doug's all like, I don't know. And I'm like, this is a guy who's never really sat down to a computer. Wouldn't it be better just to get him on a Mac? Just like a fourth grader, like walking in and Macintosh donates all the computers, and all of a sudden, all these kids, they're just learning on a Mac because that's the only thing afforded to them.
I remember, when like the program didn't work, it didn't shut your computer down like a Windows did. It said, "Oh, well, like my iPhoto isn't working." They said, "Well, you backed it up, right?" And it automatically did it. I go, "Okay, good."
It's like those two crows.
Yeah.
After you, no, after you. Please, Heckle and Jekyll. Was that who it was?
Yeah, Heckle and Jekyll.
Oh, good man, after you. It's like the Macintosh crashes and goes, "Oh, pardon me. There seems to have been a thing. We've already fixed it. Don't be alarmed. Sorry, escalator broken. Sorry for the convenience. Now they're just stairs." I mean, it's like you just have to like turn the computer back on, or wait, and it will turn itself back on by itself.
And the one was like with the program, and I called the tech line thing, and they were, "Well, you technically don't have the tech package or some fucked up thing." Yeah. I was like, "Well, anyway, this is what doing." He goes, "Well, just delete it and reinstall Photo, and it'll be brand new again." And I did it, and I went, "Why did I call him? He didn't tell me anything." It was, just fix it, is what he told me.
The way it works, most hardware purchases in computers, you've got at least 30 days where you can just take it back, kind of like a lemon law. So really, that if you use it enough, if you buy it and you put it in your closet and you don't touch it for 60 days, that's on you. But you bring it home, you start working on it, you start doing all the things you're going to do. You really kind of hit it like you're going to like normal use. If there's something wrong with it, you might flush that out pretty soon. But it's like 60, 90 days where you can take things back. 7 days, if something's fucking fucked up, any place that won't take something back in 7 days is just a place you should never go to. But in that 1 year, if there's something defective with that product, you will probably find out within that year. So you really don't need that extra insurance package they try and get you on. But even like like the MacBook Air that I use for everything that we do with the podcast, with this is my daily computer, that was a refurbished one. So someone turned it in, there was a recall or whatever happened. They buff it out and you save like $400. And that's good enough. And I've had no problems. Zero in like 3 years. And I've bought another one and going to get one for Tom Konopka too.
Yeah, this is Becky's one I use down here with this, and we got that probably 8 years ago, and it was right when the thins came out.
Yeah,
maybe 5 years ago. And the thin ones came out, and they go, "We're dumping all these bigger, thicker ones." And I go, "Oh, how much?" He goes, $550, and they were $1,500. I go, "I'll take it."
Yeah,
brought it home, gave it to Becky. She never had a problem since. I go, "Well, there you go."
Yeah, I just realized there's no less than. I want to say 7 laptops floating around here. Now, granted, some of them are Doug's, so they might have a fucking fist print in the screen, but they're all bootable. He does punch them a lot. They are bootable, and not to mention, I just got a desktop with an old hard drive from 15 years ago. But these are all things that are floating around, and none of them I would give to anyone. I wouldn't give one of those to Tom, who just wants to plunk around on a desktop rather than his phone, and. The problem with the Macintosh is if I keep buying more Macintosh computers, we're going to have more Macintosh computers laying around the compound, and all of them are still working. That's right. That's my dilemma there, is that there's no reason to get another one, but someone needs one. So then it's a weird dilemma that we have a bunch of anchors sitting in the crawl space that are PCs, and then the Macintosh are basically, hey, you want one? Just pass them on down. Macintosh isn't a sponsor. I didn't even plan on talking about tech, but John is.
They don't need the help.
I think they're doing all right. John is nowhere to be seen, and then I texted him right before I called into you, and he just texted me and said, "Oh shit, it's Friday." I can.
TGIF.
Well, remember, John, this was the day that you suggested we podcast because we had the
That's why
Swapcast just go out, so we were able to push it back. So he just asked, do we wait 30 minutes where he can be at home, or do we make him do it on his phone?
we can wait 30 minutes if it works for you.
Yeah, I'll just get another drink.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. I just got to go cut a coconut down.
I'm drinking something. I don't even know what it is. It's a custom tonic for like a gin and tonic or a vodka tonic.
Right.
And Vavoom, Kelly and Brad brought it over, and it's sitting in the back. And I'm like, what is this? It looks like a tincture or some medicine water from some guy on a buckboard from back in the pioneer days. It's like an old bottle, right? It's like, what is this, mercurochrome? And I look at it, and it's got this, and even the label looks like that. I'm like, what? I'm not drinking this. And then Tracy walked in, and she's like, oh, that stuff's really good. So I mixed it up. It's one part soda water, one part of this bitter tonic, and one part vodka. And it is pretty good, but the custom tonic, however they fucking boil this down with Eye of Newt or fucking Batwing, it is fucking strong. It is delicious. But I could not even take a whole shot in the cocktail I'm drinking right now, and I'm pretty drunk right now, and that's the first one.
That's the one that was the telltale. I can't even do that.
Yeah, yeah. I'm switching back to Eye of Newt.
Yeah, you got the homemade tonic water light. Yeah.
Okay. So, we'll take a break.
Okay.
I'll put in a commercial here that we did with Doug for the merchandise for the Near the Wild t-shirts. And we're still giving away, those drawings from the Japanese, English school that, were submitted to Doug for the first 30 orders that are coming through.
And I could say firsthand, they're very strange and they're worth the effort to get one.
There's 3 that I might have to buy t-shirts just to keep the pictures. They're pretty fucking good. All right, 30 minutes. I'll dial you back in 30 minutes, and enjoy this.
Hey, you fucking assholes! Don't forget merch. You know what? I have problems or whatever. I'm working on a book, or Bingo's might be a retard. All these problems, I forget. Yeah, Chaille sells the merch, so I forget to push it. So you have to buy it, or we're gonna go out of business like PBS every year. This is the telethon. Buy. What do you got, Chaille?
Well, actually, we have...
Hang on, Chaille. We have a giant thermometer for this...
telethon?
Telethon. And well, right now, we're right under how many sales it takes to keep you alive because, Tracy has the bronchitis and you have had AIDS for however long. But you might stay... Oh, wait, hang on. A couple of orders just canceled. Yeah. Go ahead. Tell us what else you have.
If we cancel those 2, then we're at 4 orders right now for the Near the Wild t-shirts.
For the fucking Near the Wild t-shirts are way better than any other t-shirt I've ever had. And
that really is a great t-shirt, Near the Wild.
I hate that.
That's from Brett Brock. And the only reason I even ordered white t-shirts, Doug, is because I knew I'd get one sale from you. And I'm comping yours.
Black t-shirts, but that's what people buy, and I hate selling shit. I don't sell material I don't like. Yeah. Like I don't do a fucking bit about the I won't even say their name. I just hate the fact that I said their name in public.
I bleeped it.
Yeah, but I sell black t-shirts because no one will buy fucking black t-shirts.
We've tried.
White t-shirts, I mean. Yeah.
But I ordered the Near the Wild t-shirts in black and white, and they're really good price online right now. So, please go to the...
It doesn't matter if it's a good price. Buy the fucking thing. We do this for you. You think we're fucking raking in cash by sitting here drunk talking to you every fucking 3 times a week? No, we don't make a fucking nickel. Hey, I really appreciate the podcast. Then buy some fucking shit.
Yeah, it's not like you lose here. You actually end up with the shirt you'll wear. Yeah, you actually will wear that one for sure.
Yeah, and
It's the greatest shirt I've ever seen.
it is.
I mean,
and it makes you feel strong,
Yeah.
and vibrant again.
yeah. I mean,
It gives you a
Zero.
knuckle at the prostate. This
how much wood can a woodchuck chuck? You'll know in this shirt.
not
That's
FDA approved. Oh, and
What else?
while supplies last,
Oh,
Oh, you got him.
Oh, Christ.
we have about 30 hand-drawn pictures. I'll read it one more time in case you drop this into another podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Dear Doug, I'm an English teacher at a university in Tokyo. My students are such mouth-breathing cretins that I gave up on any hope of teaching them a while back. Now we just do worksheets, barely one step away from word searches. One day I had them draw you and bingo. He signs this as the best. Yours, Mr. Round Eye Salaryman. So he had all his students draw these like crude pictures of me and bingo. So the first 30 callers,
It's DougSoundup.com/store.
just the first fucking 30 people to buy, give you money. How about that? 'Cause-
No, they have to buy the Near the Wild
near the wild
T-shirt.
shirt. You get
right.
what might be the next Picasso.
Yeah, and then you get that,
Mouth breather.
and then it's framed once you put it in a frame. They buy it on your own.
Frame,
all right.
frame not included.
It's a
All right.
must-have. Yeah.
Thank you, Tokyo.
Hello?
We're back.
This is perfect.
Yeah, it's just like before when it was just me and you.
In that amount of time, your creativity caused me to build a boom mic so I could sit down in the lounge chair.
Oh shit! Check that out. Oh, look at that. Well, that looks like a tripod.
Mm-hmm. It is, yes. I actually used part of a tripod.
I no, no, hold on.
Microphone.
Let me dissect this. This is like the Zapruder film, going frame for frame. What you did was you took a desktop microphone, a USB microphone, if you will, that has 3 legs that spread out, and it just sits down in front of you. I can't remember the name of it. What's the brand on that one?
Samsung.
A Samson, yeah. And what you did was one of those legs you taped to the arm of a Photog's tripod, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's perfect. I don't know if it sounds good, but it definitely looks good.
Yeah. All right.
Sometimes fashion is more important than sound.
Not where you're at though.
No.
Yeah. Where is that? Like looking at well, we're waiting for John because I dialed him too. I don't know where he's at. The area that you're at right there, is that the plateau where the house is on?
Yeah. Yeah. The house is
All
right
right.
behind you.
So like if you keep like looking past the microphone and to the left, is that where that big fire pit was that you made?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The fire pit. It's loaded this year for bear. I'm ready. We might burn that thing tonight.
Why don't you just have a garage sale right before you leave? Some of that stuff people might want.
Yeah, no, it's pretty much just a lot of it is the yard clippings from the whole year get tossed in there and then they dry out. And that's what causes the immense fireballs.
But you get a guy to come over there and dig you a pit, like at the begin, like before you get there, when they start the work on the property. You get him to dig a pit with like a backhoe, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's an indication of the the enormity of your fire pit there. Oh, John's online. Why is he not fucking? What's going on here?
Maybe he's listening to another podcast.
Yeah, he might be. Let's see, who's going to add him to the call?
Hello?
There's John Norris.
Oh my god, I almost died.
The John Norris.
Has a scalene.
It is.
Hello?
Have we done it?
It is a functioning triangle.
This is perfect.
If we had one more friend somewhere else, it would be a pyramid.
Oh man.
A weird pyramid. Not one that would stand the test of time or sand and wind.
Whoa. Chaille,
Sorry.
you're
Made you do math.
you're playing 3D chess. You're 2 moves ahead of everybody else.
This is like that one, 3-leveled chess where you just end up flipping the board.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fuck you.
I got here. Yeah, my move's fuck you.
All right, so hey guys, okay, we're back. John Norris has now graced us with his presence. He can't show up in Bisbee when we're doing a swapcast. He can't care to show up when we go by his timeline on a Friday. But now all of a sudden he's here, and
I almost fucking died trying to get here. The roads are so shitty. Nobody there are no rules driving right now. There's just like ice in the road. Everybody's just swerving around. I'm just gunning it because I have shitty snow tires. Fuck, I need a self-driving car. I can't handle this.
They have them, John. They're called taxis.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I want to start off right now because I made a note. The sequel to Punching the Clown, Henry Phillips, a friend of ours, is called Punching Henry. It debuts on the 20th on all the streaming media platforms. And then in certain select cities, it is on the 24th. It will be screening on screens. Screening on screens. That's stupid, Greg. Why did you say that? It will be in certain select markets in theaters. And it is funny. We watched it here during the Farts Festival. It was chock full of cameos. In fact, we didn't even know Doug was in it until he appeared on the screen. He's like, "Oh yeah, that's right, I did that."
That's great.
And it was fucking so good. And there were so many people outside that couldn't get into the funhouse because we had to screen it in the funhouse because all of a sudden it was a torrential downpour. That I'm trying to get him to get the movie back out here. And now I think I want to do a screening at the Royale.
After seeing the Royale, that would be brilliant.
Yeah. So I'm going to work on that, but if you could see it on any of the streaming media platforms, Hulu, Netflix, all that stuff. I don't know who he's with, but I've been hearing him on the podcasts out there, as well as I just talked to him recently, and he said the 20th is the date. Check it out. It's fucking phenomenal. It's a great sequel to what I thought was a great movie to begin with. This one is even better. And the people that have jumped on board on this one is fucking amazing. So, that's Punching Henry, available on streaming platforms on the 20th of February, 2016, and in certain select theaters on the 24th. And
it'll be playing in Costa Rica too.
Yeah, it'll be playing in a select theater in Costa Rica before it will be playing in Bisbee or Anchorage. I guarantee.
Sure. I watched the trailer for it. It looks fucking hilarious. I can't wait to watch it.
Yeah, I think Matt Collins might have my copy of Punching the Clown out there.
Yeah, you're never getting that back.
Oh shit. Well, as long as
I've loaned him so many books and stuff that I never get back.
What is it?
Then I go to his house and I think he hides them. I think maybe he's flipping my shit. He might ask to borrow a book and then he might just put it on eBay.
Yeah, he's got an eBay thing of just Matt's friends stuff.
Yeah.
Look up John Norris garage sale.
Yeah.
I gotta buy all my books back.
Wait, not yet. I got a couple bids in. I don't want anyone to fucking queer the deal. All right, so I got that out of the way. Henry, you're awesome, and I hope to do something here at the Royale, or maybe at the Funhouse again. That's our business out of the way, except for the Near the Wild T-shirts.
Yeah,
yes.
I just picked up mine,
and
they're fucking great.
They are great.
Oh, that's right. I sent you some.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry about the 2X instead of the 3X, but he stole my fucking Punching the Clowns DVD, so he gets a 2X. He has to fucking try to fit in it.
It's an inspirational shirt. It'll get you in the gym.
So yeah,
that's how good these shirts are. They make you want to have a better body. I'm doing the shirt injustice with my shitty flabby body. I need to get in the gym.
There you go. I should have sent you a small. Then I'd be reading about you in the fucking Anchorage Daily News.
Yep.
Yeah, dead at a fucking elliptical machine.
I've been trying to figure out how to get like local ticos to like put it on to like just take pictures of it. But I gotta learn Spanish for okay, now give it back. Because I got Yeah,
that is the problem. Yeah. All right. But you can get the T-shirts on DougStanhope.com/store. And there's a bunch of stuff there, as well as the Near the Wild T-shirts in black and white. That's it. Yeah. Brett Brock did our artwork, and appreciate that. And
he did an amazing job.
Yeah.
Thank you, Brett.
Yeah. So that's that. We got merch. So I don't know where to start. Do I start with the hippie festival or do I start with the kangaroo hide?
Let's start with the kangaroo hide.
I'm across the street at an estate sale, which, that's just a name. That doesn't really mean it's an estate. This was a rental unit, and they dumped a couple storage units into this house, and there's a rolled hide on a couch. I don't know. You guys have been to estate sales? They just like throw everything out there, right?
Yeah.
There's like on a table where the table is for sale. It might be a nice like bird's eye maple fucking veneer top, but you can't see it because there's tchotchkes and fucking matchbooks and all this shit on top of everything. Well, that's what this is.
Civil War bullets.
Yeah, it's like everything is.
I don't care. I don't care about your dead husband's spoon collection. Let me see this table.
Yeah, clear it. So we're in there, and I'm like, what? This looks like a fucking. It's like a mountain lion, right? Because I'm looking at this long tail, and then I don't know why, but it felt too soft to be a mountain lion. That sounds weird. I know, as I'm saying it. How would I know what either a mountain lion or a kangaroo feels like?
Just imagining.
Yeah. So I just imagine that this.
It's what you think it is.
Yeah, and I'm like, that's a fucking kangaroo, but it's like there's no snout, there's no boxing glove arms, there's no pugilist fucking
There's
broad
no
shoulders,
giant rippling biceps ready to strangle a dog.
well, I mean, without
narrow shoulders, thick waist.
there's no pouch either, because I might have bought it if there was a pouch, a tanned pouch on there.
Like an apron.
Yeah, it's like the most efficient apron ever, right? Recycle, reuse. So I'm like, that's a fucking kangaroo, and sure. That was why is there a fucking kangaroo in an estate sale in Bisbee? And why is it only $20?
They brought in the kangaroo to take care of the javelinas, and then there was a kangaroo problem.
Now we can't get rid of the kangaroos.
So you bought it?
No. If there was
why would you not buy that?
Are you kidding me? The sale goes on for another day. It'll be $10 tomorrow. No one knows it's a kangaroo.
Try to haggle. How many other ones have you seen in Bisbee?
That's what I mean. It's like listen.
It's gone.
No, you really?
So I googled kangaroo hide.
Yeah.
Just to see what the market was like. They're a couple $100.
I was gonna say $200 is my guess.
Yeah, $200. If you do some
Can
leather
I get Tom
work,
Canopica's number?
if you do some leather work and like do some like boomerang designs, make it real Australian, you can make a pretty penny.
Oh, like do some like native fucking
yeah,
like ink scratchings in it.
I just googled. There's this guy or this chick has an Etsy store where she has a kangaroo pelt for $200, zebra skin rug $400, a bag full of human teeth $35.
Now, see, this is someone that the authorities need to be like looking in on. That she has a bag of human teeth.
You can get everything.
Was her last job the tooth fairy?
Must be. They don't even look like they're in good condition.
Well, no, because you have to knock them out.
They're the rotten ones.
She probably killed somebody, and now she's just parting out the body to get rid of it.
Hey, no item goes to waste. Every part is used.
You need some fingernails? I have 9 good fingernails. One of them didn't come off clean.
Well, there's also a bear skin there as well.
Oh, dude.
And how much is that?
I didn't even look.
What is wrong with you?
Becker, it's Friday. Everyone kicking through things. I went there like 20 minutes before she shut down. And everyone who's going to buy something that's resellable or like has a high dollar value, they're in early on Friday. Now tomorrow, it's across the street. I'll go over there casually with my Frappuccino and I will ask them, hey, any interest on the kangaroo? Now that I know it's $200, I didn't even think to look it up. I just thought $20. Fuck that.
You know what? You're gonna get some guy in lederhosens cutting in front of you, going half a Cougaran for everything. And he'll be like, "You're screwed."
I think it all. Half a cougar. Everything was $1 today, which begs the question: like, how low is tomorrow going to go? If everything was $1 today,
I guess like your strategy should be to go at like the very last hour. She wants to be out there, because then it's just like, hey, how about I take this stuff so you don't have to pack it back in a box?
Well, no, that's the best way to
That's a
hit
win.
it. Yeah, but that's when you end up with pallets of stuff that you're never going to go through.
Is this Lucy St. John doing this?
Oh, I don't know who you're talking to.
Okay. Because I'm just saying, I'm going to call her and go, you can make everything 100 and you can always take $1. But when you make it $1,
I know.
it's very hard to get more.
Guys, I'm fascinated by this Etsy seller who's selling the teeth and the kangaroo. I'm looking at their like past reviews, and they sold a penguin taxidermy. This is a beautiful taxidermy piece. Seller was very helpful. So happy to have my penguin taxidermy. Like, this is.
I was in
penguin taxidermy nightlight.
I was in we were in Austin, Texas on tour with Doug, and we were with Lulu Monkey, and we went. She goes, "Oh, there's this great taco place and a great thrift store right off the freeway." It's like that. Fuck, we're in. That's it. Tacos and thrift stores. We go into this thrift store, but it's like everything's like 50% off at least. Everything's at least 50% off, and I'm like holding a tie, I think, and there's like 10 people in line. There's like the line is long. It's longer than like even the display case where the registers are. And it's like at a thrift store. What the fuck, right? So I'm holding a tie. Doug has like a pair of shoes or something like that. And we're waiting in line, and it's like, fuck this, because we did it wrong. We did the thrift store first. We should have done the tacos first, then the thrift store. And as I'm standing in line, there's an emperor penguin stuffed that looks like it was from like the mid 1800s. Like, it's probably full of sawdust and human teeth, right?
Well, yeah. Why?
And it's like, if
you own that now, right?
Because
Why wouldn't you buy that?
You're right,
Greg. You're making me so mad. You're making me so mad today.
Yeah, this thing, it was close to 2.5 feet tall. It was majestic and pudgy and doughy, because like the way the sawdust settles. This was stuffed with old growth forest sawdust, right? and like stitched clothes with cat gut. I mean, that's how cool this thing was. And we just left because we had to get the tacos, and the tacos were very good. But I don't really think about the tacos as much as I think about that emperor penguin.
How often do you think about as much as you're going to think about the kangaroo pelt?
Yeah, that's all right.
Hey, did they have that the bar decanter? It was shaped like a globe.
Oh, that was already gone. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing I saw. I was going to get a hold of her and go, immediately take that 2 doors down.
Yeah, I don't know why that wouldn't go straight to like the miners and merchants. Like, that seems like something that could sit for a while to get the right price rather than the fire sale in it, Or even in Lucy's store, in Redbone.
Yeah, that was really cool looking.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see tomorrow. I'll give you the updates on the kangaroo and bear hide.
Okay.
What kind of bear is it?
It's a brown bear.
Nice.
It's big, dude.
We have a brown bear pelt here at my house, and that Stephanie's dad got. That he shot it, and it's sitting underneath a skylight, which is not where you should keep a pelt. So it's like
it's fucking bleach in
got
it.
a big bleach spot on its back. It's been sitting there for like 5 years. So turn it into a polar bear.
Yeah, it's slowly but surely.
We got a friend, our friend, Jared Jones, the one who parked the bus in the backyard.
Yeah.
He grew up in Chicknick, and they shoot bears. He pretty much grew up shooting bears as a regular seasonal thing. And so he has these bear pelts. Well, in his house, he has this bear pelt up, and he got a big screen TV to watch football on, and he put it in front of the bear pelt. And I went over to his house, and we were watching this TV. I go, "Are you at all embarrassed by the fact you killed a bear, put it on the wall, and then put a TV in front of it? Do you have no respect for what you've done? And does it bother you at all? You can buy a TV bigger than a bear pelt?
That was his only requirement. I'm trying to cover up this bear pelt on the wall. How big of a TV do you got? We use every part of the animal to shame it. It's death.
I'm still looking at kangaroo huts.
I fled Bisbee as soon as it turned 50 degrees. We were like, we're out of here. I can't take this crap. And I flew down here, and now it's 86 degrees and just beautiful.
Ugh.
Just beautiful.
It's pretty good here. We just got some winds, which is that's kind of normal for now. But John, what's it like where you're at? You're up in Anchorage, Alaska.
I think it's about the same as you guys. Let me go look out a window and check real quick. Oh, nope, it's shitty. It is.
When last we spoke on the Doug Stanhope Near the Wild Swapcast, you said it was a whopping 1 degrees in Anchorage, Alaska.
Yeah, it's warmed up, so it's 35 degrees with snow showers.
So it's just warm enough to rain.
Doesn't that make ice?
So it's I'm not going to leave my house again. Not until April. It was super warm. It was super warm yesterday. It felt like spring, but that's a trick Alaska plays on you where like you get those couple days in February where it like warms up and you're like, all right, we made it through, and then it gets bad again. It's probably going to snow another like 8 feet, and then it's going to get down to -10. And then everything's going to melt all at once, and your feet are going to be wet for like 3 weeks.
Do you have an escape plan, John? Like you usually have something on the horizon that you're like looking forward to, or at least you should.
I think we're going to Vegas in May as soon as I'm done teaching the future at the University of Alaska. So as soon as the semester ends, Stephanie and I are going to go to Vegas, and I'm also going to Portland, Oregon this summer, and I'm supposed to go to Philadelphia sometime too. But those are my upcoming travel plans.
Wow, nothing like Becker where you like get out and just forget about the cold. I'm
saving money. I'm eating nothing but stolen food. That's my new budgeting plan.
You mentioned Stephanie. I did see in the Anchorage Daily News online that Pulse Dance Company, the company that is that her company?
Yep.
Yeah. They partnered with a local band, The Modern Savage. I've worked with them at Coots. They're doing a Led Zeppelin piece. Right?
Yeah, tonight. It's opening night. It's going to be a big show. I saw the dress rehearsal last night, and it's really cool. This band, The Modern Savage, they're kind of blown up. They have been making some music videos that have been shared around quite a bit. And they're playing Led Zeppelin songs, and the dance company dances to them. It's all very it seems very illegal, but it's going to be a great show.
I did notice that NPR picked up the piece, and they did a story on it.
So let's hope Led Zeppelin doesn't hear about it. But I mean, they steal music too. So
as proven in the courts.
Now they don't have the moral authority.
The courts have proven that they've stolen music.
We need it. Yeah, I think they might sue because traditionally you're not supposed to be able to dance to Led Zeppelin. You might have violated some rule.
Led Zeppelin, they're like, aren't they famous for being like, for not letting anybody like use their music?
They withheld for a long time being available on streaming media, like on iTunes and stuff like that. Yes,
I read a thing about Wayne's World. They have that joke where Wayne starts playing the guitar in the guitar shop and starts playing Stairway to Heaven.
Yeah, and then there's a sign that says no playing Stairway to Heaven.
Yeah, no Stairway.
Yeah.
And apparently, like, they had to go in after the original theater release. They had to go in and like change the first couple notes that he plays because Led Zeppelin like threatened to sue them or something about.
It was too much.
Yeah, having like 3 notes or something.
I think you can do like a couple measures, right? Like 2 measures or something. Like 2 4 counts or something.
So apparently, like you can't watch Wayne's World with the original Stairway to Heaven opening. It's like just random chords now, or random whatever you call guitar notes.
Well, yeah,
I'm very musical.
Yeah, so it's like you could play da 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 da, but you can't do da da da. You know what I mean?
They took it out completely, so it doesn't even sound like the beginning of Stairway to Heaven.
Which is exactly what it sounds like when you go into a guitar store and you hear people trying to play Stairway to Heaven.
Yeah. So.
Well, that's cool that they have a sense of humor about it.
Exactly. So people should, this show's running for 2 weekends. People should come see it before Led Zeppelin shuts it down.
And then they'll dance to what do you call it? Yeah.
Wayne's World is just gonna be me playing. I know a C chord and a D chord, and I can never quite get an F down, but I can try.
The Pulse Dance Company now presents Wayne's World. Wayne's World. Wayne's World.
I'd love that show.
Yeah. That's a neat idea. Congratulations. That's very good. You're associated with somebody famous.
I worked really hard on it.
Yeah, I noticed that you didn't do the videos that Pulse was in for Modern Savage. Someone else did those. The
I
Interpol
did not
one.
Do that video, yeah.
Yeah.
That was somebody else made those.
But I mean, do you try to stay away from? I mean, you've talked about it in the past where you're like you go on set and you're not the director of photography, or you're not in charge of the project, and it's tough, but you have to steel yourself against fucking insulting yourself.
Yeah. For stuff like that where I don't like, I'm a big asshole. So if I'm like not in charge, I will like try to give very forceful opinions. So I have to stay away.
Yeah.
But
would it violate your professorship if you were doing commercial on the side?
Yeah.
Like an athlete thing?
I made a bunch of videos for the some like promo videos for like Instagram and Facebook and stuff for the show. So I did stuff. I'm helpful.
Yeah. But I mean, she doesn't like Pulse Dance Company doesn't come to you automatically. They kind of like spread it around with all the other people in town.
Sometimes I think those videos, ones you're talking about, were made. The band, the Modern Savage, they have a video person that they work with a lot.
Oh, that's their own deal.
So,
yeah.
So they were in charge of that. I mean, I'm not saying I would have done a better job, but they should have come to me.
Sure.
Have they seen your movie Punching John Norris?
Yeah. Coming soon to a city maybe near you if you live in the U.S.
So how's the video school going though? Are they receptive? Are they turning in stuff that looks like it was better when they started?
Well, we've definitely they're improving, and we've definitely gotten to the point where some people just don't show up at all, and a couple people are on their phone the whole time. But I have like 3 that are in it. Those are the ones that are going places.
You don't have a no phone policy? I thought we talked about that before your first class.
I realized I didn't care that much. Like they're paying.
You didn't care.
They're paying to be there. Like they're paying a lot of money to be there, man. If you want to come in and eat a sandwich and take a nap, go for it.
If they're doing Candy Crush and smoking a cigar in the back, then that's cool with you.
Fuck them. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well,
go nuts. Don't beat my high score. I mean, yeah. I don't know. When people are paying like $700+ to be in that class, like, shit. If you want to come in and yell "fuck you" in my face and walk out, you paid for it. I get paid the same. I get paid the same.
You ever think about doing tutor classes to help them with the part they didn't get from your original lecture?
Nope. One time. I say things once.
Or a tutorial on how to beat your high score on Candy Crush?
Yeah. Because, I mean, I get my revenge because they, like, have to turn in projects, and when they suck, like, we watch their video with the rest of the class, and I'm just like, look at that garbage. So
that's the sweetest plum. At the very end, you get to sit there and go, well, hey, Candy Crush, That was horrible. You know, lens cap was on for half this fucking thing.
Greg, let's start writing them taglines for the movies.
Yeah.
This shitty video brought to you by Candy Crush and not looking up for an hour and a half.
Hey, Orson Smells. I'll see you next semester. Maybe you'll look up from the fucking phone.
Orson Smells.
Orson Smells. Good one.
Oh, it's going great, guys. I think
it.
I'm an academic. I think I found my place.
I think you just need the pipe and you're good.
Yeah. Elbow patches.
Have bubbles come out of it.
Asking all my students if they want to get high. Nobody does.
Is that your thing? You tell a couple borderline body weed jokes to see if anyone's holding weed, like the old, the Becker, you know, the comic thing. They go up on stage. They're in a town, they don't know anyone, so they do a couple of drug jokes. So that later on, someone goes, "Hey man, you want to get high?"
Yeah, Butch Lord used to have the best joke. He used to go on stage and go, "Hey, I don't smoke crack, but if I did, where would you buy it in this town?"
Neither of you even asked me about the hippie festival.
Yeah, what's the hippie festival?
In Bisbee, there's a lot of people that don't appreciate you filming in Safeway while they're shopping, right, Becker?
I saw those people.
Yeah. And there's people that want nothing to do with anything. That's why they're here. And there's some people that just end up having some money and have some fucking land and then leave and then let other people do whatever they want on the land. That's the hippie festival going on right now out here. It's the Sonora Springs Tribal Stomp. And it is literally 300 yards from the border. I can see the slats in the fence on the border, right? It's not a wall, it's a fence. That's how close we are to it, right? And they have a hippie festival going on out there right now.
Is it just a bunch of people doing drugs and swaying around?
There were a bunch of people doing drugs and swaying around. I wouldn't be drunk on vodka tonic sitting in my studio room right now. I'd be out there. There's no guarantee. These people didn't look like they had much going on.
Like 300 people and 6 vans?
No, there were 6 camps, maybe 30 people.
Is this a festival? It sounds like a camping trip. It sounds like some people camping.
I'm going to drink a cup of coffee after this podcast, and I'm going to head out there with Tracy if I can remember how to get there. It's half of it's on unpaved roads.
Just smell for patchouli.
Yeah. I can wait till nighttime and look for the glow of the rave dancers, right? But I said, Tracy, hey, I was out there yesterday with Shawnee. I wanted to check it out, and then I helped him set up the stage, and those are the pictures I sent you guys. It's really fucking cool. You're out in the middle of fucking really. This is where illegal aliens, we'll get back to that, Becker, illegal aliens and wild animals will they will walk across the fairgrounds. You know what I mean? It is crazy. And at the same time, I thought, this is fucking cool, man. I mean, you were right there. You're in the fucking middle of nothing. And and now there's a huge stage and, Shawnee's overbuilt everything. So it's going to be fucking loud. It's fantastic. So I kind of want to see it. And then I said, Tracy, check it out. I don't want to try and just get in, drive in, hey, we're with the band, but see what it is. And she goes, oh yeah, we'll buy some tickets. We'll support the local, the effort. $100 a ticket.
Oh, there's no way there's not drugs there.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's what comes with this? A sheet of blotter acid? What the fuck? Yeah. So
what's the lineup like? How many bands are there?
As of yesterday at sunset, there was a gal who had a flute. She could actually play it, but she was talking more to the trees. She was talking more to the trees and the rocks than anything else, and she was really stoked because she found something that sounded like a cowbell in a trash pile near the well water pump.
Well, Ggreg, we all are trees and rocks. If you get
aren't we? Yeah. She kept talking. I could hear her, and I'm like, "What is she?" She's like, she was on stage. We're still sound checking, and she's talking, but it's only me and her, and I'm talking into a microphone and sound checking, and she's talking, and I realize she's talking to the mountain and the sunset behind me.
There's definitely drugs here.
I just thought she was weird. You're right. I should have fucking clued in. So, yeah, we'll probably head out there tonight.
So we got a Jethro Tull cover band.
Oh my God. I hope. I would love for that to happen. I'm just going to try and talk my way in. I mean, $100, it seems like that's for camping or something, right? That can't be just for like coming in and checking out a couple bands and seeing if there's any action.
That includes conversations with the mountains.
Hey guys.
What?
You are now listening to the owner of a kangaroo hide and a bearskin rug.
God, our peer pressure works.
There's no human teeth.
Oh no. All right. How big is the hide?
The bearskin?
No, the kangaroo. Who cares about the bear? I got bears up here.
I think the kangaroo has the tail, but I think it stops at the shoulders. It's probably because he was in so many fights that like the face was all
the
fucked
face
up.
Messed up.
That's like a moth, like St. Valentine's Day massacre face.
Are you sure it's not a dingo?
It could be a dingo.
All right.
It could be a wallaby.
Okay, so you're gonna want to sell this. You're gonna want to flip this on like a high-end site like Etsy, because if you go on eBay, you're looking at $50. You're still gonna make a profit, but not as big.
By the way, Becker, let's hip John to something here. We don't sell our shit.
Yeah.
We buy cool shit.
I cannot wait for your guys' estate sales. I'm gonna fucking rack up.
No, it's going to be unbelievable.
This is the thing. It's like I've only sold one piece of gear in 10 years of playing live music. I only sold one bass guitar, and the bass guitar I bought was at a pawn shop on Spenard, and it was a fucking short scale Fender fucking like I can't remember what they call it, Mustang or something. It was a Fender bass, but it was a short scale, and it was like a P bass style, and there was nothing spectacular about it. And that's the only thing I've ever sold. I sold this total dickhead that I worked with at Real Networks, but it had a Coots sticker, and I played it a couple times at Coots, and I wanted to just smash it and then give it to Duran to put in a case of like smash it and then have this like beat up guitar. And I regret that to this day that I even sold that, but I only wanted to keep it so I could ruin it. But it still hurts that I didn't even own it.
You wanted to memorialize it.
Exactly. So yeah, we don't sell our shit, right, Becker?
Yeah, I know. That's yeah. I find weird. When I was in Bisbee, I found it at Vavoom. They had an old phone from like a 1900s phone, just the headset, and then it had two wires off it, and it was the actual. You know how the phone lines they used to do where they clipped in to check a phone.
Yeah, they had alligator clips that would clip on. It was a 2-wire.
Yeah,
it was 2 wires that you needed. Yeah,
it was to check phone lines, so you could actually at any time clip into somebody's phone and listen to their call or whatever. So who knows the story behind it? But it's all that Bakelite. It's all Art Deco-y. And I give it to the guy. I go, I want this. How much? And he goes, $19.50. I said $1,950. He goes, no, $19.50. I go, that's too bad. I would have paid $1,950. But then he goes to the slide dart drive. He goes, that was really weird. I thought somebody would have bought this sooner. And I went, I wanted it. It's fantastic.
Yeah. How soon is now, dude?
Yeah. But that's the thing is you find this stuff and then you just go, yeah, don't sell it. Don't sell it.
Oh, man, I wish I was built like you guys, where I like walk into a thrift store and see stuff and like add it to a collection. You guys have like cool collections. It stresses me out to have too much stuff. Like I could fit my entire life in like a duffel bag. If Stephanie kicked me out, which will probably happen soon, so we can
any day now.
This. Like I could put all of my stuff besides like my computer like in a duffel bag and just leave. I own no furniture. I live a very Spartan lifestyle. When I walk into a thrift store, like I see great stuff, but then I'm like, ugh, it's just gonna sit somewhere. I'm never going to look at it again. I can't buy stuff. I can't bring myself to just get stuff.
Yeah, but you were raised by the Salvation Army.
Yeah.
It's true.
Their whole focus was getting rid of stuff, John.
That's true.
That was their mission
I guess
statement.
I grew up in thrift stores, so I hate that. Like I walk in, I look at all this fucking garbage.
No, well, my parents grew up during the Depression. They always said, when the economy collapses, you got what you got, and you probably won't ever buy anything ever again. And I went, I'll remember that.
Well, the only reason that I bought the kangaroo and the bear was because we talked about it.
Yeah.
And then I realized, now there's a memory attached to that. I'm sitting at a table that was I grew up with this table. It came from my grandparents' house. And then I researched it, and it turns out that this is a table that was built from an old harpsichord, because at a period of time, people had all these pianos and harpsichords, and there were carpenters that would fashion them into secretaries or desks. And that I'm sitting at that, and I have that memory. And then I'm looking at these shrunken heads that were in our bathroom in Anchorage that we had, the goth Becker, you remember the goth bathroom in the apartment we had. And then Tracy has names for all of them. And then there's the travel ram, which is something that the Bretchels traveled cross country with from Peoria to Los Angeles, and they stayed with us for a couple of months. And they left this travel ram, which is this hideous piece of Mexican fucking pottery, but it's this thing that a 2-year-old fucking painted. And these are things, I have stories, I have memories to all these things. So it's not just buying something to buy something, but it is, you have value in those things that you can relate to or have some kind of connection to. Does that make sense, John?
Yeah, that makes sense. I live like a drifter. I need to set down some roots.
Yeah, it makes it so much harder to throw you out too, John. Like Becky would do it, but it'd take like 2 years.
Yeah.
I'm going to go buy some solid oak furniture.
And then bolt it to the fucking floor.
Oh, let's talk about the in Bisbee when we were driving.
Oh yeah, going back to the trip to Mexico.
How was Mexico?
Well, Becker, go ahead.
It was amazing. We had never been there through that one, so we go to Naco, and these guys are going, "Oh yeah, it's great." So I got my passport out the whole time waiting, and then they just let you into Mexico. You don't really ever show anybody anything, and then you're in Mexico.
No, the problem isn't getting into Mexico; it's getting back into America.
Well,
no one
I
gives
realize
a fuck
that
about
now. You're basically like an immigrant if you get in there without it.
Yeah.
What's the border like? Is it just like a checkpoint, just like a guy sitting in a booth or something?
It's like you've been to Disneyland?
Yeah.
It's like going into Disneyland but without anyone stopping you to buy a ticket or pay money. So there's not a turnstile, but they use a turnstile at Disneyland just because they're counting the number of people through the gates.
Right.
But there is basically a single file walkway that you go through and you get there, and you've got cars coming the other way and cars going into Mexico. But Naco is not very it's not a heavy traffic area because all the commerce goes through Nogales or through Agua Prieta and Douglas, which are on either side of Naco. Naco is pretty laid back, man. I mean, you park on the American side and you take a 300-yard walk to the border.
A nice stroll.
A nice stroll, and then you go buy whatever you want from the pharmacy, and then you wash it down with a beer and some tacos at the first place on the left, if you want my recommendation.
With some of the best hot sauces I've ever had in my life.
Yeah.
What's the are the tacos cheaper just like 300 yards across the border than they would be in Bisbee?
Yes.
Yes. And so we go there and eat, and this is great. And I really want to bring it back, but I'm not sure you can bring food back. But then I come up with my brilliant idea. It's called Naco Tacos. And what I'm doing is we're getting one of those bank tubes, that they send money through in banks. And we're going to just have them make the tacos in Mexico, keep our costs down and labor. And then they just
like the drive up, Becker, what you're talking about is, Becker, hold on. You're talking about the drive up teller at a bank. Where it goes in that vacuum tube and it goes to the thing. Yeah, a taco tube. Yeah.
I would like to invest.
Yeah, and we're just gonna put them all along the border, and it's gonna be amazing. You just pull up, and I got a food cart, and I go 2 more hot tacos, and they shoot more pescado. And if the thing gets clogged, we have an all-you-can-eat buffet because we got to clear the tube. It's polo fish chicken.
And all you can eat straw. We need one of you to really get this tube clean. But John, we haven't talked about this, and I thought we were going to talk about this, Becker, during the Swapcast with Stanhope, and we didn't bring it up.
No,
just too many things flying around. We're driving, but it's kind of a back way to get to the to the border. There's a main route, which is the Naco Highway, but then we have a way to get from where we live in Bisbee, kind of a side street that goes by the Bisbee Airport, and then kind of a side street to, well, it actually goes to the festival out in the hippie stomp. But then it drops us out right on to Naco Highway, but it's kind of an out of the way, kind of like it makes sense to do it, but a lot of people don't. So it's a path less traveled. And as we're coming up onto a bridge, I see it's just a small bridge for water or game. It's not like for a train or anything like that. It's a small bridge. And on the other side of the bridge, a guy from the left-hand side jumps out into the road wearing camouflage, and he's got a camouflage backpack, and like Bigfoot kind of gives that glance over the shoulder and then continues across the road. And I immediately said, "There's an illegal."
Like you yelled that out loud?
Like an elk or something. Yeah.
We're driving. If it was a porcupine, I would have said the same thing. Not an illegal porcupine. I would have said it's a porcupine. But I would have yelled with as much excitement and astonishment, because I've never seen someone running across, a road and then have that look of like, oh, fuck. And Becker, you said it perfectly. So like, why did he jump out then? You could hear the car coming.
Yeah, he ran in front of what looked like Border Patrol.
We are in a fucking Suburban that looks like every law enforcement vehicle from the front. They all look the same. Now they have the low profile lights on top, so you can't even tell if that's a luggage rack or what, right?
Right.
I have no idea why he did that. And then as we're going by, we're like all high, like amped up, like, what the fuck? No fucking way.
Like, I want to go back. I go, let's go back and look for him. Like he's
and as soon as I'm ready to flip a U-turn, all of a sudden the Border Patrol starts coming, like turning off of the Naco Highway down the street we're on, and we're just, we're done.
We don't want to.
Yeah, we don't want to be a witness to anything.
Yeah, they were coming from everywhere, John. They were like all over it, and it was like, I think they just let him get across, and now they're chasing him. They're bored.
But he would have to cross the area that we were setting up the stage at the festival yesterday.
Yeah.
That's the first mile that guy sees of America is a bunch of hippies playing fucking didgeridoos out in the middle of a cleared fucking weed field. You know what I mean?
America. Not exactly what I expected, but
since I was a small child, they told me about the unkept Americans. Is that a kangaroo hide?
I've only been in America for one day, and I'm already the roadie for a flute band. Not too shabby.
What's in your backpack? Tacos from Naco.
Oh my God. He would have been the only one besides Shawnee and I that weren't stoned at the fucking setup yesterday. That would have been, yeah, we could have used his hands. I'll tell you that. I would have fucking put a fucking a tool belt on him immediately.
I just had a huge monarch fly right by me, about a foot big.
Really?
Oh,
I think that's good luck. I don't know.
I read the monarchs are dying.
Yeah, and that one was really big, so they're back to even, I guess.
Maybe they're just getting bigger.
Yeah, they had 3 million of them died or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like that.
Are you talking about like the honeybees dying off? A thing like
no,
that?
It's like that, but monarchs. They said they had a huge die off of monarchs, and they don't know why. I'm probably not Monsanto.
Probably has nothing to do with all the chemicals. I was just picking out some seeds today to do some planting, and one of the things I was looking for was flowers that butterflies are attracted to.
There's going to be 22 million fewer monarch butterflies this year.
But how many are there? There's like billions of them, right?
Well, I mean, yeah.
No?
Yeah.
Why do we give a shit about the Sudan if we can't solve the monarch thing?
I agree, man. Well, I'm gonna do my little part. I'm planting seeds tomorrow for the Mexican sunflower, which the butterflies think is delicious out here, and I don't know. I'm looking for a couple other things as well. It's perfect.
Great.
Let's get out of here, guys.
You've listened to another episode of Near the Wild. I'm Matt Becker, who's still enjoying a beer I bought at Lola's, the nicest beach in Costa Rica.
I am John Norris. Keep my fingers crossed that Punching Henry is going to premiere in Anchorage, Alaska sometime soon.
And I'm Ggreg Chaille in Bisbee, Arizona, plotting that perfect garden to bring back those monarchs.
Save the monarchs. Kill the kangaroos.
Kill the kangaroos one at a time. I got mine.
That should be the new currency, kangaroo pelts.
I would use it if I owned a gas station. I would just put like the bathroom key on a fucking kangaroo pelt. Now bring it back when you're done.
It's all gross and wet.
Ugh.
Hey!
Hey, you ran out of toilet paper in there, so I just used the pelt. There you go.
You've been listening to the Near the Wild podcast with Matt Becker and John Norris, recorded in Anchorage, Alaska on Matt Becker's backyard bus. Engineered by me, Ggreg Chaille.